Ah, for Lama Lee, hello Lee. How do I look? Since the last time you saw me, it was a number of years ago. 10 years, 12 years? Wow. Who would ever think I'd start doing this stuff again? Videos and dressing like this, but I always wanted to dress like this. Even, ever since I was a kid and all that stuff. Now, Lily and I, we had a lot of fun together. She, always remember throwing the ravioli can out the window because Legs wanted his ravioli cooked. And Lily is a special little lady up in Canada who appears in the news when things melted in front of her eyes and all that when I was doing my weird experimental stuff. But she was in the same apartment building. We had a lot of fun, and she'd at Christmas time just sing certain songs over the loudspeaker I had on my balcony. Remember, like yesterday, she stayed with me for a while too. We did a video together. It was priceless. It's on the Hutchison Effect. John Hutchison Effect 2008 YouTube. There's a few YouTube channels you don't look at, but they're there. Gotta remember that incident with the meth people. Good old Deadhead. That was pretty wild. And I saw Deadhead with Marianne doing something quite unique in a stairwell. Marianne is a sex partner of mine. At the time. But, yeah, good old Deadhead. And there's all sorts of new Westminster stuff. It was quite a time we had. And a big hugs to Rebecca, who would feed us once in a while. And she's a very funny lady. Lama Lee worked with the BC government, I believe, the health ministry for a long time. And when 9/11 happened, we had so much fun about CIA for kids, and she had to obey certain things like packages that arrived. We didn't know what was in them and that kind of stuff. Also, Lily played with the stones, the dilithium crystals that William Warren gave me, I believe in '93. And she had some experiences with those rocks. They're tiny little pink rocks, dilithium crystals. Okay. You could write me about it sometime, all the different things you did with them. You already have, but this is for you, Lily, and I'm making this video for you, so. Yeah, I kind of like the USA. It's a unique place. It's very dynamic, very interesting. And I've been to other countries. Germany, 2 years, over 2 years. Japan, Egypt, and other places. Austria. But North America I feel good with. And then doing all this stuff here, and this place is loaded with security cameras now to record what I'm doing with the levitation stuff. And it's downloadable as well, so there'll be a lot of weird videos with me in it, doing weird stuff with high voltage and radio. So I'll send you a link to this. Lee had on the 4th floor penthouse. On the balcony was all trees and things like that. Very cozy place. I was down on 3rd floor. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Huh. We had a lot of fun together. And she used to be with Corinne, one of my ladies. Is walking outside on the street. I'm at the window and she yells across, "Oh, John, it's time for your prostate examination." What? Lee, come on. Wow, we used to go at Christmas time, go to her mom's place on the other, several blocks away, and spend a late night there. And God, I even videotaped it too. And the damn Twin Towers, Hell Towers, as it's called. How many stories was that thing anyway? It was full of bed bugs. She was living there for a while. I was in Scottsdale at the time with Helena. And Lee would be kind enough to give Lee pre-addressed rent checks for Magna and Boris. Boris here, Boris, old country. Then it was Doug Hunter and Mrs. Hunter, who used to know me for some reason when I first moved in there. First moved in actually with Yin. She found the place. I don't think you ever met Yin. Did you, Lama Lee? No, she went off to India for 10 years. Yeah, we had a lot of fun checking out the abandoned insane asylum, Woodland School. The amount of entities in that place was horrific. I know that Corinne and I were planning on going back there and film it. We never got around to it. I think I was with Corinne for only a couple of years. I have no idea what she's doing now. But, wow. So legally, I dress like this because I enjoy it. It's just no stress, nothing. I've always enjoyed doing this. I guess it started with Carla Conniption years ago, and Mavis, the other one I used to do. That would be 1970s sometime. My mother would help out getting makeup on and my dresses and everything on, and my dad would take photos and laugh his head off. I was with Billy Ross. He was an interesting character. He was a transgender person. But anyway, yeah, it's been a long time. Wow, Lily. I often think of you, and I respond to your emails every time. You're a priceless lady. Come on. I know you're kind of stuck up there in Canada. That you have to be, I guess. You used to travel around all over the place. So, how do I look, huh, Lily? See if I got full makeup on, a little mini skirt. I look pretty hot. I got miniature titties. Oh, I can't show those. I better not. And you get serious trouble for YouTube people. YouTube people are very, very spooky. So I've been making the videos, endless stupid videos on this channel for a couple of years now. I don't know how many stupid videos I've done and uploaded. It's kind of like therapy in a way. Talk to somebody that uploaded garbage. Oh, well, yeah. Let me think now. Who else did you meet? Is it Don Monroe from X-Files? Or who do we meet from X-Files? God, I met so many people. It's endless. The landlord had to turn away at least, give or take, 30 people a month, he would say. Boris and Magnus' son. these fans coming around, you know. Huh. I'm trying to think. There's all kinds of characters show. There's some CSIS agent showed up one time, and endless television people for years. Sometimes doing 2 interviews in one day for a network somewhere in the USA or I think France. And Argentina TV, and wow, it's fun. They pay you well. They pay you right on the spot. And Peter, remember Peter von Puckhammer? Beyond Invention. That was a good series. He wanted to do another show, but never got funding for it. I don't know where Peter is now. I haven't heard from him for a long, long time. I hear from Paul Tabakowski all the time. He's owner of Polish Shift Film Productions. He wants to get a film going. Also for Fox TV, Robert Kiviat sends me emails, and he always enjoyed working with me. I enjoyed working with him. It was easy. We had a UFO thing floating in the air. It was hosted by Star Trek. Jonathan Frakes, he was there on behalf of Robert Kiviat. It was fun times. A lot of crazy stuff. Remember Jason? He wanted his stone so bad he carried a 50 caliber Desert Eagle handgun, loaded. He showed it to me. I said, "Oh, that's kind of. I like those things." So. And Nicole Whitney, News for the Soul TV. I wonder what she ever did with all those videos she had of the interaction with Peter Williams of CNN. You remember Peter? Filming everything, and then this will be on her website, Nicole Whitney, News for the Soul TV. I hope she didn't can it. I might have a copy of it too. I have hundreds and hundreds of videos up on the wall there. I just said, what the hell am I going to do with all this stuff? So I put it on up there on the big high bookcases that are full of radio gear. So I got all the TV stuff. I got other stuff. I got science demonstrations that nobody's ever seen them. Luckily, they got transferred to a gigantic hard drive. Hopefully, somebody will upload them someday. That'd be cool. Since they're interested in that stuff. Wow, Lily, it's been... If you're here, we go walk around town and hang out. Talk to the ravens, which I do. They're the same ravens, different voices every day. They talk a lot. So I'm sitting there in a chair outside in the sun. That's one of these EVO dog toys. You squeeze it, makes it sound like a chicken. So I was sitting there, but the ravens are looking at me and talking still in their own language, and I just gathered they thought, well, there's that nut sitting in the chair again, half naked out in the sun, playing with a fake toy or a fake noise-making thing. Let him have his fun. Wah, wah, wah. And the other one goes, ooh-hoo, ooh-hoo. He's got multiple voices. He does ooh-hoo, and he grunts. So these guys are real characters. Got to know them quite well here. Did a lot of videos of them. I'll do more later, so... Oh, fun. Come on, Lee, get down here. We can... I know you can't now, but you probably would some years ago. So I do all kinds of stupid videos, some stupid, some serious, some crazy. I talked about my Star Wars adventures with CIA people, Pentagon people, my, what they call the SBI, Small Business Innovator Program, and SDIO program that Thomas Bearden put me on a long time ago. Did I ever give you some of those documents? I had boxes of them. Still got a few, but I threw most of them out. Gee, I remember that too. That was 10 years ago. I time moves on, I keep meeting other interesting people in those areas. She's the head of let's just call him Peter, no last names. He was chief procurement officer of technology for the Air Force Division, U.S. Pentagon. I think it's 2006. Then I met Patrick Walker, who is he's the head of a group of Army personnel over in Afghanistan. He phoned me out of the blue when we come into Vancouver. I said, no, I don't know who you are. Well, yeah, okay, cool. So he visited me in New West. We spent that weekend together. He showed me all the videos and stuff. And we hung out at Golden Era Antiques. Remember that lady? I helped her clean up her place. Well, Patrick was there with me too. Then we go to Tim Hortons. Something to eat, and the cat this laptop showing me all this stuff that was going on in Afghanistan. So it was fun. You didn't meet him, did you? I can't remember now, but so many different people have come and gone. I'm still in contact with Patrick and Peter. There's always new people showing up, and a lot of people passed away. I don't know who you met along with me. Oh, remember that film? Oh, is a horror film. I played a small part in it for the guy. Dan, the man, had a toy pistol and all that stuff, and you were in the other room, actually, watching TV or sleeping. Amazing it fit into my apartment. Wow. I think it must have been actually the fire marshal. And the mayor ordered me to get rid of the stuff. But I didn't get rid of all of it. I made him a pathway. Then, long story, but you were there. And I'm trying to find that video. It's pretty good stuff. It's a horror film. Ketchup is amazing stuff. With acting, it's pretty interesting what you could do in acting, doing stuff. But anyway, that was fun too. I don't know if you remember all that, but it was fun. Oh my God, any recent stuff? Yeah, Jesse Ventura. Did one with him. I did one with Canadian broadcaster Richard Surratt, coasttocoastam.com. He videotaped a lot of stuff there too. That was 2017. I was in Oregon at the time, so. But yeah. There's been proposals for me to appear in a TV show. I think they're still working on that now. It seems to make the rounds, weird science stuff comes around again. I guess I'll be involved again with this stuff. My God, every country I was in is always filming. With Japan, it was JOGM television with Mr. Yamabe and all the groups. And NTC, something, and Japanese folks that show up in Scottsdale. They bought $40,000 in footage for Peter Fine Puckhammer for a show which I've never seen. I have a book written about me, but I don't even know what it's about. It's all in Japanese. Do I hear anything? Once in a while I hear somebody from Japan and Deutschland. Ha! But there's always new people showing up. I met a unique doctor online. He bought some metal samples. And he owns a worldwide company. He's very private. He was in Egypt for a while. I think he's returned. I tried to email him, but he uses a secure communication network, so I said, I got got a mailer demon thing. Oh, I couldn't send it through. So maybe turns it on and off. I don't know. But he gave me several $100 just for a metal sample, and he wants to come visit and sponsor me sometime. I don't know if you remember Thomas. You must remember Thomas. I can't mention last names because these are rather high-profile folks, and I don't want to get people in trouble. But I'm still in contact with him. He's coming to visit sometime, along with my lawyer, R. Flynn Marr. I can mention his name. He didn't care that much about it. He's now into photography, sold all the machine guns off and got into photography, and he's coming here sometime. I talk about the old case. A lot of new kids on the block. Good people. Again, I can't mention names. It's not a good thing to do. I mean, they got positions, so some crazy people connect me to somebody like that. You never know. The internet's so full of nuts, you know. The internet's just crazy. The more and more I'm getting really bored of it, I look at mail and upload a video like this one. Make comments, get people pissed off at me. Doesn't matter. Real life is more fun, and that's... And all the people want to date me from overseas. They see my Facebook thing and, oh, darling, you know, I am from here and I'm from there. I want to video cam with you, and I'm not into video camming. Nope. Only in real life we can have fun, but not stupid video cams. I reply, oh, thank you, sweetie, darling. I like real life stuff, not bits and bytes. The screen up there is humongous. Well, all these cameras are showing up on this big screen. It's 60 inches or something by 50. I don't know. It's so big. Oh well, it's going to be fun. On that note, I should check the time and see if it's time for me to go yet. Gotta take my supplements. At 4 o'clock the last time I checked something like that. It's probably late now. Okay. So I'm gonna go. Big hugs and kisses. Missy Lee, take care. Here we go.